What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. And it's back in a new year. We're gonna play some more Blood and Jade and have some fun. And first things first, we got to go over what happened with the last episode before the holiday break. None of the vocals from my headset came through. So, yeah, that's kind of a thing that happened. But instead of going back and trying to redo everything, it was a long and painful process to deal with the beastmen and everything else. It was a lot of really cheesing fights. So we're just gonna go from where I was afterwards. So we've managed to secure Cathay in its entirety. The Terracotta Graveyard, Wang Chang, and Mingzhu are all damaged. We're dealing with some corruption breaking out in certain places, but it's going down steadily enough. It's causing us some issues, but not enough to be too worried about. And the Dark Elves are gone. Yeah, so what we've been doing instead is pushing into the Vampires area. Now they have a full army down here, but it's mostly zombies, and we have troops all around. Now there's 3 vampire armies that we're aware of. One over here, which is all zombies. So Tu Yong is going to come down and be dealing with them. We have one on the river here that's coming back this way. So Feng Ma and Miao Ying are going to deal with that one. And then we have this guy here, again, more zombies, which, well, our Confederate Lord, Peng Lin, can either deal with it or Miao Ying can deal with that, and we can split off and deal with it over here, because this zombie army is pretty underwhelming, except for the corpse carts. They're all balefire corpse carts. So lots of regeneration. They would be the thing that we'd have to kill right away, and we'd have to tear them down with our artillery. But we can deal with that because we have some pretty solid troop formations for this army now. Still not a lot of regiments are renowned for Cathay, but that's fine. So on our western flank, we do have passes in the mountains being kind of abused. I have no idea if our really good caravan here is going to make it past the orcs. We'll just have to deal with it, because I don't think we're at war with Grimgor. We are not at war with Grimgor right now, but we're at war with a lot of people. But while we're in here, let's take a quick look at anything that could be coming from us. Well, Karaza Karak, we most definitely want to get a trade deal with.
Sigma's will.
Ice Queen of Kislev.
The Celestial.
Let's not allow pleasantries to delay more beneficial discussion.
Alright, so our brother is now our staunch ally, which definitely helps out.
Celestial ancestors.
And we still have a decent amount of anti-corruption and everything going on too. So, the basic plan for right now is to secure our borders, get rid of these vampires, secure southern Cathay, and then we can look at going out to the wider world. Because for our victory conditions, well, we've got all of the territories that we have to control, 5 more buildings or cities sacked, razed, or seized, and we actually win the campaign. But we're not going for that. We are going for the long victory. So we got to kill the Puppets of Misrule and the Heralds of the Tempest, which means we got to go north. And there's 70 places that we got to get overall. And once we do that, it will start the endgame scenarios, unless we get there first. So dealing with chaos is going to be a trifle difficult. We can't just drop on these shores here. We found that out last time. We're going to have to go through the Great Bastion and push into the Chaos Waste with several armies, but we got to secure Cathay first. You are a Yin, and we are in Yin Harmony. Current balance is 2 to Yin, so getting rid of you would be a bad idea. We're not going to upgrade or anything right now. We're just going to let the other nations do their thing, and then see what we can do on our next turn to finish off some of these vampire forces in the south. So if we're able to deal with that, it should be fine. I mean, think we're pretty much at the top of the strength board right now, even with the orcs doing what they want to do. And securing Cathay would allow us to do several things. You know what, we'll take the long way and try to let that caravan recover a little bit. So we do have some vampire forces that are trying to ambush.
Storm Dragon.
We can't get to that vampire right now. What we should do, though, is move this lord back towards Lee Temple. Ah, and there's a special building there that we can build, which we'll do right now. The Bridge of Heaven is under vampiric control. It's not got a very good garrison. But I don't really want to leave Nongchang open right now. Where'd the other vampire army go? Can't really see it. But Tuyong will come in from this side. We are allied with or the western provinces. Not Taisu, well, yes and no.
Dragon-blooded Shogunga.
So we'll deal with that.
The Storm Dragon.
I can't get Miao Ying there normally. And neither can Fang Ma. It's a lot of zombies. A lot of zombies. So Yan Yu was going to be going up and harassing everyone north of the Great Bastion. So we'll level up the heroes with her. I believe she is our Yin that has the different... Yeah, she has Talons of Night instead of the Wall of Flame and the Sword of the Celestial Dragon. So she's pretty set up overall. She does have some long beards from our dwarven allies. But we're going to send her to deal with everything coming up from the Bastion. I think it's here. Gives us the Terracotta Sentinel. Yes, well, in 6 turns, we'll be able to start recruiting Terracotta Sentinels from the Snake Gate. And once we get 15,000 gold, we can get Nangao upgraded. But we can also start pushing back towards balance, and that will help us out. Just a matter of trying to find a gentle, well, balance, I guess is the best word for between attack and defense. Tretch, you better not be... And Tretch declared war on us too. Tretch is all the way over in the center land here on the map. In the Desolation and the southern Desolate Wastes, because, yeah, that's where the Dragon Princes of Calidor were, or the Knights of Calidor, who are dead in this playthrough, I believe. We're going to grab medicine on that one. And we are balanced in harmony again.
I stand apart.
Alright, let's see if Miao Ying can get into this fight here.
The Emperor loves you.
And we will take the replenishment because Miao Ying's going to be out and about. The Righteous Lancers, so our channel hero can get her new little army. And the Bridge of Heaven is going to be her next attack.
Child of the Nine.
No.
Because I think you only have one place left, don't you?
What? Who did?
Yes, you only have one place left, one city.
The
So
majestic
when Fengma takes care of it, we'll probably fight that battle ourselves. Now, do we upgrade more of her dragon abilities or her magic abilities? Because she does get Missile Mirror, which is really powerful. She gets Talons of Night later on. It's kind of a tough call both ways. Yeah, I think we're going to grab Missile Mirror this time. And then we'll grab some of her army abilities as we go on. Alright, so let's start getting all of the other spells for our alchemists and astromancers. It'd be really nice if we had a... Wow, brain is just stopping all of a sudden. Casualty replenishment. That's the phrase I'm looking for. Alright, too young. Let's send you towards the Shrine of the Alchemist. Yan Yui, or Yan Yu, to the Snake Gate. And that should allow you to get some more Dwarven allies in here. Now we can do cannons and stuff like this all ourselves. Organ guns are good though. They're very, very, very good. So we're going to get a set of organ guns. Yeah, just the organ guns for this turn. And we'll keep an eye on all the Chaos Forces up here. You can just sit tight. And we're balanced again, so... we need to get up to the maximum level for this for the Celestial Court, but we gotta save money too, so that Nangao can get upgraded. We'll just have to let the other nations go and see what they do. Then we'll probably have to leave an army or two along our western border, a couple on the northern border, and our expeditionary force that we're going to send out via the sea lanes over here. It's kind of a pop-up, but we're going to be sending Fengma over to the east. Yeah, we're not declaring peace. Alright, Miao Ying. Oh, you've got a second army here.
My ancestors require it.
What's the terrain look like here? Hopefully it didn't stall out on me. Yeah, we'll fight this one, because I want to see the Longma Riders in action. Especially since there's a flying unit in there that they can go toe-to-toe with. Well, hoof to talon? Maybe? I don't know. All I can tell you guys for sure is that when you videotape bats while they are resting and flip the video, it looks like a goth rave. And it's awesome. Bats are cool. I like bats. I've always liked the weird creatures in the world. Well, weird is a bad way to describe bats, but still. Why am I so defensive about bats all of a sudden? We'll just have to go with my randomness. But taking this settlement will make it so that all of the vampire forces inside of Cathay, the Oni, or cursed demons, or whatever the heck we want to call them in this playthrough, it'll make them start taking major attrition, so they'll just die out naturally. Re-die out? Live out? How does the undead army suffer attrition, really? The magic just dissipates? Alright, so let's put our special Dragon Guard in the center. Group everything up according to its type. Now we know that if they try to come through this center, they are going to get chewed up. And we're going to kind of set our defense based on that.
Yang's faithful. Praise the dragons.
You know what? You guys are fine right where you are. We're just going to move our cannons like that. Longma riders can go there.
Ready to rule.
Mage of the Celestial Court.
Stone and steel.
There go our dragon horse riders.
Order and harmony. I shall. We fight not only for our lives, we fight for our ancestors' honor.
Shenyang's faithful.
Master of the winds.
All of these really awesome spells just popping off. Feng Ma just going to town on these things.
Fire in the blood.
Cavalry. Sent by dragons.
That's one way to completely decimate a zombie army. We're like the nuke that hit Raccoon City. That's what I'm going to go with anyway. Scarbrand the Exiled. We have not run into that particular Chaos Lord yet, but he's not that far off. Well, he's about a third of the world away. So, not exactly something that we could be fighting, really. Though, if he's still around fighting in the Southlands Slaughter Dome that's down there right now. Wow, Feng Ma got 280 kills in that short amount of time.
Extension of the Empire.
Does the Bridge of Heaven have any extra? Well, it has hunters, but it does not have any special buildings.
Dragon-blooded sugar.
Alright, so we could have one of these spells bound, and we're going to take life. Because we already have enough offensive spells and enough defensive ones. We have Might of Heaven and Earth, Constellation of the Dragon, Wall of Wind and Fire, and Dragon Breath. We do not need any more offensive. So, with Jade Shield and the Might of Heaven and Earth, we'll take Earthbound, and then we'll start going into her army abilities. I know a lot of people go with their army abilities first, but I am weird in that regard. So, yeah, I don't really mind.
Shogungan Lord reporting.
Kind of tempted to grab a set of Dwarven Gunners, too, Thunderers, but so much I'd love to get from the Dwarves. This is one of the parts of Total War Warhammer 3 that I particularly love, is the other armies that you're allied with coming through and being able to be part of your force. And it really makes sense if you think about it. The Empire, Bretonnia, the High Elves, the Dwarves, Cathay, I'm missing some in here. Wood Elves, basically the forces of order, which are all centered around the Empire, which is like, not here. Here, Altdorf. This is the center of the forces of order, and they're getting their butts kicked, apparently. Nurgle corruption all over the place. But it's nice to see other armies. The dwarves, yeah, part of the forces of order too, I guess. So I should keep that in mind.
Yes.
Do we want a trade agreement? You're at war with the Fecondites.
Come then. Only Sigmar's gone. Fine.
So,
They are one.
The Celestial.
Oh, we'll take a
Lord
military
of the Jade
alliance.
Swan. Glad Cathay's might is.
What would it take to get you to
Wind
confederate?
Shaper.
A lot. So, there's that. very close to being able to upgrade Nangao, though. So we're going to be saving our money for right now. Even though we could upgrade a lot, we're waiting. And these vampire armies down in the center of Cathay
The Storm Dragon.
are going to be done. This vampire army might go after the Bridge of Heaven, and this one we have no idea where it could go, but we're going to get Miao Ying in a position where she can fight back if they do anything.
Shogun Lord reporting.
And then Tu Yong's going to keep moving up towards the Shrine of the Alchemist. And a little bit of attrition, never killed anybody.
Nangao's defensive.
Join war against Goldtooth for 1,000 coin. No, we're not going to do that just yet. Because we've got the Caravan of Blue Roses down here, which will make us go in and fight a whole bunch of stuff in the Southlands. Because there's a Nurgle army down there, one of the like full-on Nurgle faction leaders is down there. I can't remember which one it is. He's the Great Plague Father, but Nurgle's my least favorite Chaos God, so it's kind of between him and Khorne. Hey, we got a sort of anti-heroes. Just go up there. Now, what happened to that vampire army? Did it get wiped out? I went to start raiding.
I shall claim it.
Miao Ying, you're gonna go after it.
Child of the Nine, descended from celestial glory. An offense to my bloodline. Shameless absurdity.
Alright, so I kind of danced a little bit too much there, but let's see what happens with Grigor von whatever the heck his name is. Alright, so we have a Orcan gun and a set of Longbeards here. Longbeards being the best of the Dwarven forces. Now, where are you strength-wise? 62? And we completely outforce you right now, which is surprising.
Born to rule.
What can we get you to strengthen you a little bit? Get you another set of pikemen.
Honor your ancestors.
Get you a second cannon too.
Is a privilege.
And before I forget, upgrade Nangao. Because once it's done, we can start getting Longma Riders, which is going to be amazing. And we can actually get the building to produce Dragon Crossbowmen, Terracotta Sentinels, and Sky Junks instead of just Sky Lanterns. These are the ones that have the rocket batteries on them. Yeah, that we lost at the very, very start of the campaign. So we're going to want those as soon as Cathayanly possible. And then we can start with a horse pasture here. And the 9th wall. Yeah, there's lots that we can do with Nangao. So that'll be coming up pretty quick here. Now, I'm kind of tempted. We got one army coming back this way. Tu Yong will be getting revived a little bit. How many? We could get another alchemist in play here. Put us out of balance, but Tu Yong might need it. So we already have an Astromancer. So let's see what we can get for... Yeah, let's go with Trained. It's going to put us out of balance. But Tu Yong's going to get upgraded there. And we're going to take Kuliyu Zhu. Or Zhu? Is that the XU sound in Mandarin or Cantonese? Not sure. The pass that leads down to the Gorge of the Black Rose, or the Blue Rose Caravan, is down here. So we're going to march her down, and we're going to start fighting through. This is Helmengorst's starting location, so it's a big deal that we can take all this out. It's amazing that the orcs are still alive, or ogres here are still alive, and this is all Nurgle's territory unless they haven't wiped out the lizardmen that are here, but odds are at this point the lizardmen are gone. And then we just gotta finish dealing with these vampires. And once we do that, it's not a very strong army. You don't have any corpse carts, but you do have Graveguard. Yeah, we'll let Miao Ying deal with that. And as soon as the vampires are all done, Feng Ma is going to be our eastern commander, and we are going to go and find the sea lane over here. And that's going to take us to the Sea of Squalls, which would be nice. We can get a little bit of a landing zone over there, and then Miao Ying can go up and go north of the out of the Gray's Bastion after upgrading her army a little bit.
Alchemist ready.
Forgot how much we get to level up our characters now with
Lord Magistrate reporting.
all of this.
A tool of great efficiency.
Yeah, let's send you up to the Turtle Gate. We'll see if we can get you equipped with something else. And then we're going to be looking at our outposts too, to try and get some other factions' army stuff in here. I would love to get some Elven Handmaidens of Valerial, the archer unit, or some Empire Knights perhaps. But we're only outposted up with Cathayan right now, kind of pushing what we can do with them. Okay, you've already got a lot of archers. We'll take the
dragons would approve.
The Emperor's chosen daughter.
Alright, that fight does not matter in the least. And they still get the ability to pull back, which sucks, but they're going to get wiped out.
The Emperor loves them. They have no other word. The Storm Dragon.
Alright, so that's the Jiangxi rebels completely gone. So Miao Ying,
I forbid all hesitation.
by the time you get up to Nangao, because we're going to need you up here, should be fine.
Dragon-blooded.
Yeah, and you... What are in the armies up here? So nice roll. Okay, we got a lot of great weapons. We need anti-infantry. So what in the dwarves would really give us some anti-infantry punch? Armored, armor-piercing missiles, anti-large. Dwarven cannons would help. Anti-large. There we go. So there's some anti-infantry coming from Cathayan. And Gao is still leveling up. And we are militarily allied with a lot of Cathayans, but not a lot of other people.
You may express.
And we could have the Jade Custodians get confederated with us. We will probably look into doing that.
I approve. The Empire. By Sigma's will. Very well.
Alright, so we'll let Oslin get in on the trading.
It is our responsibility.
I don't mind paying a little bit to keep our reputation with Kislev going up.
The nation.
At least the Ice Court.
Mistress.
The Empire.
Okay, we're very close to getting Reichland on our side. I mean, we are the strongest faction, so there's that.
Natural authority.
Now, the Jade Custodians have 2 territories. The Burningwood Nomads are at 9. But they're a lot stronger. Yeah, let's just
Your ancestors watch over you. Harmony
see if we can bring them into the fold. Because that'll give us the Nonchen Basin.
Storm Dragon.
Alright, so we've got Immortality, and Mentor is going to be really cool when we can get to it, but we'll get the Common Cassadora for right now. Pang Lin.
I can visualize.
You guys are at war with Lost Sentinels. Where does this one bring us out? The Far Sea. So that would bring us out here next to Lustria. And where would this one bring us out? Again, next to Lustria, but there's Dark Elves in here. So I think this is where Feng Ma is going to go, is through the northern one. So we'll go to the Sea of Squalls, which means we can base out of Fu Chao. Okay, we are heavy into this right now, so let's cast you away and disband you.
Miao Ying.
Miao Ying will move on her turn, that's fine.
Shugengan Lord reporting.
What's up with you? You have a distinguishing scar, so enemy leadership is lower. Yeah, your skills aren't bad. You're a melee fighter, which is kind of cool. Low recruitment. Kind of like Ming Fan. So we'll let Xilong be our southern border, I guess.
It suits my purposes.
And Feng Ma, we are going to switch you to
Carry-on,
extremely movement stance. And we're going to send you across the sea.
The majestic defender.
Natural authority.
Beyond you, once you're done there, you'll be fine. Tu Yong, we're going to get you out of the Shrine of the Alchemist. Lots of cycling our troops through. Now, there's the eastern bastion, essentially, the river that leads down. I'd love to get the Burning Wind Nomads on our side.
Child of the Nine.
They like us, but yeah, it's not exactly a great thing right now. We can
continued reverence. There is merit in this.
That should help reduce the deterioration of our reputation from confederating. Then we'll be able to keep going on. So many lords now. Which side of the yin-yang are you on? You are yang. Bureaucrat too, but we kind of need you. So let's get you to get up here as well.
I govern in
How far? We're 2 into yin. That won't be enough to fix it if we just disband him, so we'll wait for a minute.
Tactical disadvantage.
Ming Fan. It's all Burning Wind Nomads around you. Tigermen are there. We'll send you down with the other army, and you two can work together. I mean, a lot of our places right now are going to be in the process of getting upgraded. And Cathay is pretty much under our entire control. I mean, the western provinces have some stuff, but it's not a lot. And let's see who we can build outposts with. We can upgrade our outpost. Yeah, we'll actually do that for right now. Help out our dwarven friends a little bit. And before I forget, let's check in. We got 2 more turns on our caravan. And it's going pretty decently. Full health should be with the Kislevites here pretty quick. So we'll just deal with that.
I will be obeyed.
Welcome. Are you here to fight?
Oh, so you've declared war or broken your non-aggression pact with us. It's not like we weren't guarding that already. Well, we're down to 100 nations too, so who knows how that could go. So it'll be a little bit more cleanup and reorganization as we keep going through this. I mean, there's not a lot of stuff left for us to do in Cathay. We just got to get our armies in position to push outside of Cathay. Northeast and to the southwest. So we're hitting pretty much all of the compass points. Alright, so... that would give us 3 Yang Harmony. Ugh. Let's go with Thieves Guild, because magic items being stolen from enemies is always awesome.
Shogungan Lord reporting.
Wow, the orcs have really gotten ambitious down here. What's their strength rank, anyway? Number 4. They have 9 settlements, and they're 4. It's probably because they got a WA going on. But we could use that as a stepping stone to get up and fight the Heralds? I don't know. I want to get rid of the Puppets of Misrule, because the Twisted Twin annoys me. Of course, we're going to leave it on the Celestial Lake, because, well, yeah, that's awesome. Alright, we can skip past Tuyong. Caravan will go on its turn. Pretty much all of our armies are just going through. Now, Nangao should be getting 5 more turns there. Don't really want to build an outpost with other Cathayan factions because
May your ancestors...
there's not really much point. We already have the Cathayan units.
So, friendship is more valuable than gold. Fine.
Yes? To the nation calls.
We need a defensive alliance or a military alliance with other people.
Is it time?
Why are they more likely to take a military alliance with us than...
Master of the Dead.
Huh, that's a little weird. Alright, so I guess we just hand it over to our lords. They decide to move around. Nice little overview of Cathay. We can go through and start getting all the special buildings throughout Cathay as we go.
Dragon-blooded Shogungan.
And Fang Ma will be taking the first Cathayan war party across the sea. Which would be great.
Mobilize.
Shaper of the 8 winds.
So I guess we'll be fighting a lot of vampires in the next little bit. Caravan of Blue Roses, then we'll be fighting some Dark Elves. Possibly Dark Elves. Could be something else in there. We don't know if the Lizardmen have done a lot in that area or not. We haven't even run into Hexwaddle yet. So, we'll see, actually. There could be a lot of things that could go wrong, or right. I would much prefer the Lizardmen to be rolling right now, but... who knows? We haven't encountered them yet, so they're probably still one of the blank shields. Our caravans only give us pretty much access. Yeah, I guess we'll enter the war on the side of the Allies, because we do not want to break Kadrin, because we have an army that's got their troops in it. And a Grudge Thrower is definitely good against infantry, so there's that. Alright, so the Turtle Gate got assaulted. We got a Griffin Legion Lance from completing our trip.
Child of the Nine.
Now, hopefully we don't lose this gate.
Never.
Denied.
But we can fight for it if we have to. Nangao still needs some time to level up.
Spring of Dragons.
Tuyong will send you there. Let's do our caravan first, because otherwise I'm going to forget about it. You've got a decent army. You've got a pretty bad army. Let's use Nangong. Is there someone that can do more money input? No, they're all just at 1,000. So, where are we going to get the most bang for our buck? Well, I'd be going up to the Gormandy tribe. To Frozen Landing, huh? I don't really want to do that. And everything is red right now. Let's actually go to Reichland. To Altdorf. That'll be better.
Above all, surely a gift from the Travelers.
We could upgrade Cathay, but do you get any special buildings? Not just a salt mine? Yeah, just a salt mine.
Ready to defend.
Don't have any quests for her, which is a little weird. I guess we'll meet up at the Turtle Gate instead. Re-evaluate her forces later on. We gotta push through. It's time to start taking on some of these Chaos forces. Alright, and snow post available, but it's again more of the same. Alright, we'll let it go through one more time. And Feng Ma, who's got all of our regiments of renown in her army. Well, all but the Terracotta Sentinel one, because we haven't got up to that one yet.
The Dragon-Blooded.
And we'll get you into encamp stance once you're down to where you need to be.
I am the pride of all Cathay.
A lot of descendants of the great dragons.
Power in the blood.
And once this Confederation bonus or detriment wears off, we can start doing a little bit more to try and get the Burning Wind Nomads to confederate with us. Because if they take the province of Mount Lee, we can just confederate and get all of southern Cathay in one good go. See if we can get onto a short victory, and not too long from now actually, because we're not too many places off. 2 more cities and we've technically got a short victory under our belts.
Within my reach.
Alright, Tuyang, we're going to send you up to the mountains just a little bit.
A most thoughtful strategy.
And Yan Yu, okay, our city is no longer under siege here.
My ancestors require it.
Yeah, let's grab another upgrade on one of our gates.
Cease. You're a pretender.
Your services are required. There is
Alright, let's get you some peasants at the very least.
Lord of Yin and Yang. Dragon-Blooded Shogungan. Sea winds guide us.
Using the river. Once we get out of there, it'll be better. Now, where were we sending you? Same gate area. So take all those forces out and just, like, stomp on all the Chaos people up there. Shama's Rest, we'll level up. Try to get our balance back in a little bit, too.
Loves us always.
It's definitely nice having the Dark Elves gone and all the other pains in the butt gone. That might put us over. Alright. Let it go for one more turn and see what our opponents do. And, of course, watch Miao Ying get up north. Oh, I hate this hero. Not for what he is, but because every time I hear it, all I can hear is Schwarzenegger to Crom. Granted, I love Conan the Barbarian. It was so cheesy that it was awesome. Hopefully we'll be able to ally with some of the forces of order and start doing stuff to actually make the forces of order, you know, more survivable. Alright, so it doesn't look like we have any forces coming in. But that's what we're going to call it for this week, guys. So again, Happy New Year's. I hope everybody's having a great time so far. If you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join me in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button. And make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.